vloggers. So this is a concept day for me. Every year I draw up my Halloween concept in SketchUp in 3D, but then I have to take it out into the real world to do some concepting just to see if it all really works. So that's what today is about. You won't see any lighting, you won't see any fog, you won't see half the stuff that I'm going to put out, but you'll have a basic concept. Here we go. I'll try to be fast. This guy greets you. And then I'm going to have this big canvas here up on poles, which I'll need to put up. It's double-sided, so there's an image on the back too. But its only purpose really is to block light coming from that street there, because that always destroys my effect on Halloween night. And I'm fixing that this year. Anyway, moving right along, I'm going to have a pathway that's going to have pumpkins every 6 feet. And in between the pumpkins, I'm going to have these little luminaries. The little bags that you put LED lights in, it lights up the way. I'm going to have those in between. I was going to go with yellow light rope, but that stuff's expensive. I am going to put out this plain yellow rope. I think that's enough, along with these luminaries and the lighted pumpkins to give the effect of a pathway. I only had one yellow rope right now. I have to go get another one. Right now I'm using a light cord on this other side, but imagine it's 2 yellow ropes. Pathway. Anyway, coming down the pathway, the first thing you're going to see is this guy. He's going to be up on, standing up and impaled. So that's pretty obvious what that is. And then you got this guy here roasting a dude on a spit. He's pretty funny, so that concept worked. And that plywood there is actually going to have lights on it, red lights covered with grape foam. And that grape foam will be dusted lightly with black paint. And the light will shine through the foam and the black paint, giving you a fire effect. I've done it before, it works. This guy didn't make it, eh? Anyway, moving right along, back on the pathway. Going down the pathway, you'll see these 2 wolves that my sister generously donated. These guys, they light up and they howl. So they're pretty cool. And they're going to be flanking a gate that I currently don't have up, but it is one of those gates that you get from that at-home store. And it's basically an archway that says cemetery across the top, so it tells you you're going into a cemetery. And I got gates or fencing this year that actually will delineate the front yard from the cemetery, so that's going to look really good, and I'll be able to decorate that up pretty well. Once I go through the gate, you're going to see 2 more guys fighting. Everybody who's fighting also gets swords and shields and stuff like that, so it's obvious that they're fighting. But having fun the whole way. I mean, look, he's laughing. Anyway, on down the pathway, they're going to see this coffin. And of course, this is going to be decked out a little bit more, but this is from Big Lots. It's not very scary. It rises up and it lights up and it says some stuff, and it's funny, but it's very slow moving. But it's really more of a distraction because the real scare is right here. That's what will get them. At least I think so. Right behind this guy, I've got 2 junior warriors. These are 2 little kids fighting. I'm going to have them decked out where it will be obvious that they're kids. They have little flip-flops, isn't that funny? But they'll have the little foam swords and they'll be going at it with each other once I got them standing up. Right now they're sitting down, slackers. I've got 2 wolf skeletons on either side with a tree in the middle. These wolf skeletons also light up and howl. The tree I'm going to have here is actually an 8-foot tree. This is just kind of, you know, representative of what I'm going to have there. I've got one of those 8-foot lighted up trees, which will look really great right there. This little area here is where the ferryman will be. That was new for Home Depot this year. The big ferry guy in the boat, taking people across the river Styx. Anyway, littered it with bones around the boat. The ones that didn't make it across the river, I guess. Maybe because of the sharks. Okay. This next coffin is going to have 2 guys standing up on either side. Right now I've got them seated because, again, concept day. But they will be dumping a body into this coffin or taking it out. You decide. It'd be kind of funny. Past that, I've got my one gay skeleton looking on at all this mess going, what the heck? Anyway, I thought he'd be funny. And then my sister convinced me that I didn't have enough female representation. So, got some female warriors. They're going to have weapons too and going at it with each other. My sis picked out these clothes. Aren't they just too much? Anyway. Then exiting the cemetery, you're going to see two ravens, and they turn their heads and their eyes light up and they caw at you, so that's fun. And back to the spit guy. And on the way out. Before you get on the way out, I'll note that the spider with the webbing goes back up here like it was last year. Big giant web, and it'll all be lit up with black lights and stuff. It'll be cool. And then the cornyard. And the scarecrow. The scarecrow lights up, his face does, he says some stuff, he growls, whatever. And you think he's done, but then that huge arm swings out at you super fast, and it is super fast, so it's a good effect. All right, on the way out, the last little scare. These guys are just decorations that'll be hanging from the tree. They light up from the inside, and they are just creepy. I love them. They're a good effect. Anyway, I just thought I'd give you guys an idea of what my Halloween is going to wind up looking like once I'm done. Happy haunting, everybody. Y'all have a good one.